it's another episode Off the Block podcast. Yo, this shit was long overdue. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. It's been like we've been trying to do this shit for how long?
We was trying to do this shit since January. You heard? Since
January,
but
bro.
it might have been longer than that. We told. It might have been longer than that.
January. Shit is crazy, but we here now, bro. Everything happens on God's time and this shit.
Absolutely. It's nice. It's nice weather. You know what I'm saying? Kids is outside, birds chirping, insects flying. It's lit. we linked
lit,
up,
bro.
Let's get it. Let's go.
We at the prime of the summertime. Like you just like. First of all, I want to say this was Tega's idea. First of all, before I even get into it, let me just introduce y'all. I mean, y'all should know by now because the nigga's been definitely making strides in the music shit. Like. For a while now, for at least the last few years, but he's been grinding for like how long, bro?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I started rapping in 2016, so
I remember
6.5 years.
Yeah,
now.
It's fucking crazy. And I remember you dropped your first. What was the first video? It was like, oh my shit.
That was my second video. That was the video that made people pay me a little bit more attention.
That's what I was tapped in. That's what I was tapped in. That
you
shit.
know what I'm saying? The first one was actually Pull Up. Some shit I dropped called Pull Up. It go like
pull up.
That shit right there. You know what's so crazy about that now, bro? Because I think about how the Milwaukee Bucks is an elite team now.
Yeah.
You feel me? When I made that song, them niggas was not a tough team. Giannis was no Giannis yet.
Yeah.
I should get paid off that motherfucker song.
You definitely should, bro. It's funny enough too when you mention that because a lot of shit that like even some Lil Wayne shit you posted. That you had did, and then he dropped the Iron Music shit when you was about to drop a tape.
We could get into that. Well, we could definitely get into that.
Which,
whatever you want to get into first, but I got an actual deep story about that one right there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Remind me, bro. If I forget, remind me.
I would not let you forget, my brother.
Don't let me forget. But we got the man, myth, the legend, Mont3ga in the building. Shout out Harlem. That's what we outside. We really out here this time. We back on the block. I'm very excited to see. I'm just happy to be here. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, so, anyways, bro, how you feeling?
Listen, man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. That's why it's tatted on my neck. You
yes,
feel what I'm saying? I'm just feeling like $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like energy. You know what I mean? That's what I'm here in my home park, Riverbank State Park. Shout out Riverbank. Shout out all the guys. They not here right now, but you feel what I'm saying? I just feel like I got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of things, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I just gave you so many answers.
Nah, bro, you good, bro. You good. First of all, I love the energy, bro, that you really like bringing to this shit, honestly.
100.
Like, I don't want to make this shit sound boring. I'm glad you being your authentic self and shit, bro.
Nah, 100 is lit. We outside, man.
So, I want to jump into music immediately because that's basically what I'm here for. I really do like your music, bro. I hear a lot of your influences. We're going to get into that as well. I know you're Wayne head, I know you're Keith head, I know you're Montana head.
Right.
All that, bro. We're going to get into
my
that.
Guys.
But I want to take things to the beginning, bro. So we all here in Riverside Park, Harlem. I remember, funny enough, because we went to high school together and shit. And I remember you was really a ball nigga before you was even a rap nigga.
Absolutely.
How did that even, first, you still play ball, obviously.
Yeah, hell yeah.
How did you even get into the rap shit?
See, look, to be honest, it was always there. Even when we was in high school, it was always there. I don't know if you remember Russ. Shout out Russ, my man, 11-5.
Yeah.
Russ, we used to rap in the cafeteria. You feel what I'm saying? So do a little bars here and there. Shout out Dennis.
Dennis. Who the fuck Dennis?
Damn, what's this guy's name? I can't remember his name, but they was William, Jaquan. There you go. We used to rap with them. Kindness. We used to rap with them and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It just kind of like once we graduated and shit, it was like, I want to do something in my life. You know what I mean? I always felt like I had a voice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I always felt like I had some type of specialness towards me, bro. You know what I mean? And then once I realized like I want to be an artist, I just fully locked in, bro. Like I didn't never look back. You know what I'm saying? Like I could really look you face to face and say I ain't never looked back, bro.
Bro, you never did. Honestly though, the funny part about it is a lot of niggas, you know how it is, especially now that you in the game and you see how shit is. The rap game is a very oversaturated market. Everybody want to be a rapper, but not everybody's consistent. It was after a while, I don't know what point in time, where I was like, yo, this nigga is still rapping? Like, this nigga is still going, bro.
Niggas can't deny me.
That's very commendable,
I'm going to tell you a crazy story, right? See, but before I was Mont3ga, Mont3ga, a.k.a. the Harlem Villain, a.k.a. the Popular Loner, a.k.a. one of the best motherfucking rappers alive today.
Know that.
I was Michael D. Montana. Do you remember that?
Take it back.
You feel what I'm saying?
I remember,
that's who I was, and this is what I be trying to, hold on, I'm going to explain something to these artists too. This is what I be trying to explain. A lot of artists try to skip the steps. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists try to skip steps on their own artistry, their own artist development. And that's just the reason why I'm respected so much at the level I am now, because I went through that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I went through the whole going to shows, nobody cheering for you. The whole people laughing at you, you trying to gravitate what you do, and people not taking you serious. I went through that whole fucking process, brother, for at least 3 to 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So when I came to Mont3ga, it was like, again, I never looked back. You feel me? Because it's like now it's like the villain was born. You feel me? It was like, okay, y'all denied me so much, I didn't do what most people do. And most people would sit there and let it change what they want to, you know what I'm saying, change their whole perspective on the whole thing that they doing. Me, I embraced it. You know what I'm saying? I embraced it, and I made Mont3ga the Harlem villain.
That was my next question too, which is funny because I was wondering too, I'm like, because I remember you was Michael D. Montana, and suddenly randomly you switched to Mont3ga. I remember you had dropped the Live Mont3ga, Die Mont3ga tapes, right? And that was before you was even your name was Mont3ga. That was kind of like your persona,
alter ego. See, Mont3ga wasn't born yet. Yeah. I didn't know about him yet. I'm gonna give you a crazy story, bro. Back in 2013, I used to call myself Kobe Mont3ga.
Yeah.
Word of my mother, bro. That was
crazy.
like, you know, on Facebook you got the little the name and with the parentheses.
Yeah.
That was my shit, Kobe Mont3ga. You feel what I'm saying? So when I started rapping, I went with Michael D. Montana because Michael's my middle name.
Exactly. Yeah.
French Montana was the guy who I was listening to when we was in high school, along with Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
But French just had a, you know what it was. He had that huge influence on me, so I went with the Montana. But the Mont3ga, bro, when I brought that character to light, it wasn't even a character, as I brought myself to light. You know what I'm saying? It was like Mont3ga was in the dark. He was just in the shadows, just watching me for so fucking long. Like, you know what I mean? Then when I finally brought the character out, the villain just sees what he wants. He sees what's his. You know what I'm saying? Like, and personally, he don't give a fuck about who doesn't fuck with him, who doesn't like him. But he'll embrace you if you embrace him. Yeah. But if you don't embrace him, he don't give a fuck about you.
I think you need that confidence too, especially in this game. You know, because again, in the beginning, niggas will laugh at you like, "Oh, you just another nigga I want to rap." It sounds like to me that Mont3ga was born because you like eventually got like the chip on your shoulder. You're like, "Nah, fuck these niggas. Like, I gotta really just do me."
Absolutely.
And that's when like the Harlem villain. That's when it was born.
I'm gonna tell you some real nigga shit. This is the moment that really made me realize and say, I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
It was in 2018. I'll never forget this. I was still Michael D. Montana. I wasn't Mont3ga yet.
Yeah.
It was this record that I was pushing at the time. It was called Drippin'. It was this record called Drippin'. I think I dropped it on some project that I did in 2018 in the summertime. But long story short, I went to every fucking club this year. Yeah. I'm talking about Secrets, Privilege, Mermaids, Starlets, you name it. I was in every fucking club that year trying to really perform that record and promote that shit. Long story short, A Boogie pulled up to one of the spots that night. And Cityscapes, that's what it was. It was Cityscapes. Yeah. And long story short, that night, me and A Boogie chopped up. We connected on a way that no other mainstream artist ever connected with me. You know what I'm saying? He gave me advice, put his arm over me like this, same way I'm smoking this blunt right now. Nigga passed me the blunt and all that. You know what I'm saying? So that I had all my guys with me too.
That's crazy.
That moment showed me I'm doing something right. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Like the stars aligned.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like A Boogie heard my shit and told me this, that, and the third. The nigga honestly told me, he said, "Bro, I'm going #1." Because he had an album he was dropping.
Yeah.
That shit went #1. And it stood #1 for a month. I was paying attention.
Yeah.
That shit was just so much motivation to me. But his was so twisted about that story. In the song that I was promoting, right, called Drippin', I had a verse that said, "Hoodie on like A Boogie, but a nigga not A Boogie." That's exactly what I said in the fucking song. Ironically, months later, A Boogie's right fucking behind me as I'm saying that verse. Bro, manifestation at its finest. That's when I realized what you say in these lyrics, what you say in these songs, it actually can happen. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to be careful, very careful with what you say.
There's power in the words.
So this is why I say live Mont3ga, die Mont3ga, the Harlem villain, because I'm going to stand on that shit. Yeah. And it's going to be felt. It's felt. It's so fucking felt. I can't even, look, this a spoiler. I'm gonna show Gang Son on cam. He not even going to tell y'all what this is, though. Pull up, gang. My name I say right there. That's how real that shit is.
Oh shit! I don't want to say.
That's how real that shit is.
That's crazy.
You know
That's a real industry vet that just.
You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to get that on the camera so you can see the expression. You know what I'm saying? That's how real this shit is.
Nah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? Shit like that. This attitude gets me messages like that, bro.
Yeah.
From people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, no, bro. That's motivation. I feel like a lot of the time, every so often when you like on a certain path, God will give you like small signs every now and again, like telling you on the right path.
Absolutely.
It sounded like that Boogie thing when that happened. You was like, "Nah, I'm doing something right."
Right.
You know what I mean? Just that. It's like that. Those little like pushes you need to keep going.
Right.
And now you just manifesting more and more shit, bro.
Absolutely. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and at the end of the day, bro, I'm not gonna stop. Like it gets bigger than just me. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to change the game. You know what I'm saying? I want to change the culture for Harlem. Because like honestly, like I come from where everybody come from, you know what I'm saying? It's a hood everywhere. Yeah. You get me? Like, I'm your average kid that moms was on food stamps and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I could connect to any way you want me to connect. I could relate to any way, whether it's female, male. We all come from the fucking slums, but I want to change this shit. I want to give back. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I got this idea, right? When I blow, the first 6 months, like, as soon as I'm on, like, for real, I'm talking about mainstream status where I could change the world. I'm giving back to Harlem. I'm doing features with any artist from Harlem for the first 6 months. You get what I'm saying?
Shit like that.
Like, bro, you're not gonna hear no other artist say nothing like that.
Because
I'm giving back free features for the first 6 months while I'm lit.
My thing is too,
who's doing that?
I respect that, bro. Because who do we have from Harlem right now that's really put it on like that? I feel like a lot of niggas get on and they kind of forget where they came from. You know what I mean? And niggas who like, I'm not gonna say no names, but niggas who come back to Harlem or whatever town they from, and they kind of use it as like an accessory. They'll walk around rich just flossing. But like you're not giving features to the young niggas like this, you know, because they want to be the best.
Yeah, it's not really. Let's just say like a lot of the OGs in Harlem fuck with me. So again, I won't say no names either. Yeah. But you know what I would say I see from this game is very they selective. You know what I mean? If they fuck with you, they gonna reach out to you.
Yeah.
If they don't fuck with you, they ain't gonna reach out. And that's what I'm trying to change. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna reach out to whoever. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And a free feature with me when I'm lit in my first 6 months, that's gonna do nothing but kickstart their career or put them in the right position.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
They might have another record that might get hot and they might blow up, and then like y'all can link up again. And
either way, it's putting them in position to do something right with their career. You know, it's kind of like what the baby did with North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Where he from? His first couple of months, he did features with everyone. I know he was charging. That's the difference. But niggas was getting some type of shit. See, the difference with me is I'm not charging. That's how much is real love. You feel me?
Real love right there, bro. Real love.
At the peak of my career, I'm giving free features to the towns. Who the fuck doing that?
Niggas don't do that.
Come on, I'm gonna change the game.
I don't know if you've seen this interview. It was a Breakfast Club interview with Thug, and I remember Thug was talking about Drake, how Drake, like, the difference between Drake and a lot of other like niggas in the game is that like Drake really puts niggas on. Like he will like jumpstart your career. He'll get on like if you an upcoming artist, he'll jump in your song, bro. If he really fuck with it.
That's true.
A lot of niggas won't do that shit, bro. They have the power to really change.
Lil Wayne was another one. Drake get that shit from Lil Wayne personally. Lil Wayne was really the first guy that was really doing that shit.
A big fact.
You know what I mean? And he kind of gave Drake the formula.
Yeah.
And Drake took it and finessed it for real, for real. You get what I'm saying?
I think that's how Lil Wayne, like, his longevity was so long, because he stayed tapped into the young niggas.
Absolutely.
Stayed tapped in, bro.
Bro, you have to, look, 50 Cent said this one time in an interview, right? 50 Cent said, a lot of artists lose the ability to be a fan of other people's music.
That's real
See,
shit.
And that's the trick. That's how I got better at what I did. You know, at what I do. You know what I'm saying? At what I did, what I curate. I stay a fan. Mm-hmm. So when I go to these shows, I don't sit there and just because I got clout and not clap or cheer for the next man, next artist, next female. No, I sit there and they got good music. I sit there and I clap to them. And I let them know I'm a fan of your shit. Yeah. You get me? And it might be some shit that they said that I might have got an idea and came up with a song from. Like, we artists, we do that shit. Yeah. If an artist say they don't do it, they lying to you. You get what I'm saying?
Niggas don't know how to be fans no more. That's the issue.
And that's where the game has gone wrong. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show the world, show Harlem, show New York that it's okay to be a fan of other artists' music and still put them on.
I'm rooting for you, bro. For real, bro.
Come on.
Rooting for you.
Authentic energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's enough money for all of us out here to win.
It definitely is, bro. But niggas, you know, it's an ego thing, bro. Of course, once you on, you want to be the hottest or like the best nigga. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of the time, especially when you're from,
right?
It's like you want to be the main nigga in your area. You don't want another nigga to overtake that. But you know, we both from Harlem, obviously.
The way I see it, the way I see it, bro, I see it like this, man. It's either you got it or you don't.
It's a fact.
You get me? Like a lot of things that I did with my music career, bro, honestly speaking, it was never forced.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like I came up with the idea and I did it, and if it worked, I stuck with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And clearly it's still working. You get me? So it's like a lot of these niggas, they have to learn how to stick with the times and be willing to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna hear a bunch of no's before you hear that yes.
That's a big fact.
You get what I'm saying? You're gonna be at some shows performing for 17 people, 20 people before you performing for 400,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta be ready for that level. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like you can't just have to pay for a feature or pay for a big video. You know what I'm saying? Pay for a peer space event. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving source right now. You gotta really make your shit look legit, cinematic. You know what I mean? Like it's steps, it's levels to this shit, and you gotta do that a few times before they can even take you serious.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I feel like right now, like you're definitely it's gonna be crazy too. I'm gonna speak this into existence when you do finally get on whatever that is, right? Well, as far as mainstream, like where you're really like gonna have a moment like, yo, like I'm really in this bitch.
Right.
It's gonna be crazy, like, cause a lot of niggas gonna call you a one-hit wonder or whatever.
Not
a one-hit
wonder. They gonna say, and this gonna go viral. They gonna say I'm a Tory Lanez clone.
That's a fact.
You feel me? That's what they gonna say. They gonna say I'm a Tory Lanez clone. I'm telling you, this is gonna rival.
I'm gonna keep that. That's a fact.
All right.
That's a fact.
All right.
Also, what I was gonna say too, they're gonna say you're an overnight success. I think it was Big Sean that said some shit like that. Like, well, nigga, I guess it took 10 years for me to be an overnight success.
Right.
They're gonna act like you just popped up out of nowhere. But unless you was tapped, especially like being from Harlem or New York or whatever, like niggas are very tapped in with you.
Right.
So to us, it's gonna be like, I just think we're doing this for mad long, but some niggas in like fucking Cali or fucking
Like
Chicago,
niggas
whatever,
in
like,
in them other places.
Yeah.
And to be honest, bro, I'm ready for it. You get what I'm saying? Like shout out Los Angeles. Crip Mac actually shouted me out on my single. You feel what I'm saying? And that blew me by surprise. You get what I'm saying? I woke up and one of my industry friends sent that shit to me like, yo, bro, look at this. And I'm like, oh shit. This is lit.
That was
you
crazy.
feel me? Within the same week, Favi reached out, and then within that same week, Joel's reached out. Shout out Joel, shout out Favi. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's just
Yes,
shit like
sir.
that, bro. You know what I mean? Like honestly, I could sit here and literally tell you, bro. I still remember the moment I did my first show and I performed with my head down, hoodie on. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember going. That's how true it was. Little homie just fell.
Yeah,
I remember going to the fucking studio and not knowing how to punch in, how to do none of that shit. You should
course.
see me in that shit now, bro.
You probably just go in one take Jake.
You understand what I'm saying? I record projects and sessions. Don't let that go over your head. I record projects and sessions.
I could tell Wayne influenced you, because that's how Wayne moved. That nigga Wayne could make a whole fucking tape in like just one session.
Wayne is my
We
idol.
gonna get to that, bro. I remember too, a throwback. I remember like I don't know if this was the first freestyle you did. You had like the white T-shirt on. You was like at like a table. I forgot what beat that shit was, but you killed that shit.
Ironically, it was to a Joel Santana beat. It was the mic check. And then years later, Joel Santana reached out to me. Ain't that crazy?
It's crazy how life works.
Yo, I never met Joel's, bro. Me being from Harlem, I never met Joel's. I seen Jim, I seen Ferg, I seen Cam. I never met Joel's yet. But that's the one that reached out to me and let me know, yo, I see you. You feel me?
That's crazy.
Like, I think about this shit all the time,
right?
bro. I can't make it up, bro. I really can't. Honestly speaking, it's like it happens so fast sometimes that I just keep moving with my everyday life. You get me? I don't take these moments to actually sit here and pat myself on the back, but it's like, or give myself these flowers because other people actually give me my flowers. You get what I'm saying? I enjoy it and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I want to keep going. But yeah, bro, it's like dreams come true.
They do, bro, and it's like God willing, bro, it will come true for you. So, couple
Love.
other questions, right? And we was talking about this. We was talking about this off camera. 'Cause I remember you was consistent for like years since you started back in like fucking 2016. But
Right.
it was a moment in time. I want to say it was like most of 2022. You just took some time off.
Right.
Niggas was definitely missing the music. Like, is there anything like why did you take that time to like recoup, like mentally?
Yeah, so it's a little deeper than music, I'll say. You get what I'm saying? Like, I got to see in that time frame, I got to see how like vindictive and one-sided and kind of fake this industry can really be.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that's when I learned like the business side a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I smartened up, I knowledged up in that area because when you hot, right? Or when you got a name for yourself going, you know, everybody wants you at their events. You get what I'm saying? Everybody wants you at the events. They literally sending you events. They're inviting you. They're doing all this, that, and the third, brother. I'm telling you, they willing to pay you for pulling up. They want you to bring people, all types of shit.
Yeah.
It's left or right. You can't make it up. They want to interview you. I'm telling you, bro, like I really was getting shit every day. The moment I stopped, took a break, because I was going through personal things in my life, it's like the connections kind of slowed down. You get what I'm saying? And it was like when I started to reach out to these people, the love seemed like it was different. You get me? But it wasn't so different when I had shit with Tone Marino and Lil Rockstar is one of the hottest records out.
You
get what I'm saying? Or when Rock Bottom was one of the biggest records out. Or when I did Mont3ga and Friends and I had 100 people at my event performing for me. You get what I'm saying? Like it was still love. You know what I mean? Everybody wanted to join the bandwagon. That's how I like to say it.
Yeah.
Now, here's what got me back in my bag. I lost the confidence in myself for a split second. You get what I'm saying? It was like I felt like I needed to go another route. I felt like it was getting too stale. You understand what I'm saying? Like I felt like I think everyone goes through this. I'm gonna compare it to wrestling, right?
Yeah.
It's like this is gonna be a great analogy, right? This another one going rival.
All right.
My favorite wrestler personally is Shawn Michaels, but I'm gonna compare it to John Cena because I did something John Cena never did. Okay, John Cena's a crowd favorite, correct? We can all say John Cena was a crowd favorite.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Even though some people boo him, but he's listed as a favorite.
Yeah, niggas. He was
Right?
like definitely like a up there superstar.
Okay. Love. He's going to receive all the love he wants. He's going to get the invitations. He's John Cena. He's the champ. Champ is here. Soon as Cena doesn't deliver, he gets booed. Soon as Cena doesn't do what the people want Cena to do, he gets booed. The cheers turn to whispers and gossip.
Yeah.
And, oh, he doesn't have it. He can't wrestle. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Just switch it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now, John Cena had a choice to either turn heel and show the people and embrace that and show the people, nah, I'm better than that. Plus, I'm a motherfucking monster.
Yeah.
So I did something John Cena didn't do. I turned heel. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
I was a favorite. You guys embraced me. And when I try to come back and I wasn't being embraced the way I felt like I should have, okay, cool. Fuck all y'all niggas now. Now I'm
That's
gonna show
when the
y'all.
villain eventually came out
Exactly.
again, like a second coming of the villain.
Exactly. So it's on top of that, plus the personal things. You know, when you're in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? I won't get into all that.
Of course,
but
yeah.
family issues,
Yeah.
other obstacles that hit you in life, random shit, you know what I'm saying? Just wanting to stay on top of yourself,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? Musically and both personally, you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it was like, okay, let me just take a step back. But you have to be careful when you're doing it because you can't do it when you're hot. You got to work through the pain.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I learned no matter what you're going through with this shit, you got to work through the pain. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep remembering who you are, because if you're around people that's going to forget who you are, eventually you're going to forget who you are too. You get what I'm saying,
Yeah.
bro? And that's what happened.
That's real motivation right there. I needed that personally, bro. Because even with this podcast shit, it's times where I'm like, it's funny too. It's crazy because when I'm actually doing this shit, I will have like, you know, rappers or whatever reach out to me, like, oh, can I be on? Can I be on? I'm like, yo, I'm not even really that popping yet. But usually when I take a break, I'm reaching out to niggas that shitted on me, I'm like losing the confidence in myself. But once I say fuck it, I'm just gonna be consistent.
Right.
Shit just starts flowing again.
Right.
It's really crazy how that shit work, bro.
Right. Yeah, I just want to give you a little. If any artist doesn't want to or acting like he don't want to jump on some shit like this, how can you not respect a guy coming to interview you? First off, pulling up on you with the equipment, with the guy behind the cam for extra support, with the questions and all the minds. Come on, brother. Nah, bro. Me personally, I see opportunity any chance I get. I compare this music shit to wrestling. So I'm like Edge right now.
Yeah.
Edge was the ultimate opportunist. As a matter of fact, Edge was the perfect example. Edge was a crowd favorite, but nobody was actually giving Edge the chance to win a WWE title until he turned heel.
It's really insane when you gotta really be the bad guy to really get your credit sometimes. You gotta demand it sometimes.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Really
And then once you
that
demand it, you have to know how to maintain it, because then everybody wants your spot once you got some type of notoriety going on, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Now niggas really want to see you lose. Like the same niggas that love that you're the bad guy. Like it's crazy because sometimes like I feel like it is comparative to even like the rap shit. It's so funny that you bring up wrestling. And now you actually in rap because it's really the same type of game. Like
it's the same
sometimes
shit.
like
it's
niggas,
all entertainment. It's all the
niggas,
industry.
Exactly. And sometimes niggas love to hate you. Like you get that notoriety off niggas that love to hate you, but at the same time though, like you say, you gotta keep up with that shit and be careful because once you fall off, niggas gonna like as much as they love to hate you. Once you fall off, niggas are gonna be like, oh nah, fuck that nigga. Like he was he was talking this shit. He was cocky.
See, look, I just put it like this, bro.
I'm
I'm a heel when it comes to this music shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be liked. If you don't like me, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You gonna feel me though.
Yeah.
You have no choice but to feel me.
Yeah.
It's like with wrestlers. Sometimes you don't like certain heels. You don't like certain Brock Lesnar. He wasn't liked at times when he was me and Here Comes the Pain and Suplex City. He wasn't liked.
Yeah.
But he was very much felt.
Very true.
You get what I'm saying? Very much felt. I don't want to be Undertaker. I don't want to be them guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Undertaker's cool. But I'd rather do something a little different. I'd rather do shit my way. I'd rather be a degenerate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather do shit like Triple H. I'd rather do shit like Shawn Michaels. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'd rather do shit my way on my terms.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, and not give a fuck of who felt some type of way about it. And if they respect that enough, if they real enough to respect that, they will eventually fall in line. And then start to realize, yo, this guy is not a bad guy as much as it looks to be. He's actually really fucking cool.
It's funny because I feel like that's just how life, and a lot of people are like that. The ones who are like the most hated on the outside, you can actually meet these niggas and get to know them. They really like the most genuine, coolest niggas. And it's funny, now that we talking about you being the villain, you got a tape, our project, so to speak, coming out, Villain season. Mm-hmm. Is this like a culmination of what you've been going through these past like 2 years or a year and a half? Is this like all this had led up to Villain season?
All this is new music. So this is not. So the Villain season is not gonna be a project where it's songs that I had in the stash from 2022, from 2021. Nah, it's not none of that. All this is going to be recent music recorded within the last 4 to 3 months. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is straight raw. This is me right now. This is real. This is raw. This is everything that's going on right now. So yes, it is speaking on everything I've been through. You get what I'm saying? It's basically me overcoming it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm letting the people know it's villain season. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my God.
it wasn't. See, I'm gonna get into something. It wasn't villain season. It was going to be I Am Music. That's what it was.
We're gonna get,
you see me? It was I Am Music, and that was something else that actually put me through a little depression too, in a way, you know, in a quite small way, because it was like Lil Wayne's my idol. You know what I'm saying? I make that very known on my socials. Shout out Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh was actually in my stories for a lot of months. You know what I'm saying? Like, really watching my stories, and I couldn't understand why. Like, I'll reach out. You get me? I'll DM him. Yeah. No response. Cool. Ironically, I see Lil Wayne drops a project called I Am Music with all his greatest hits.
Yeah, his greatest hits joint.
Manny Fresh is actually on the project.
And you would promote, like, I was
you know, and I promoted that for a year. I promoted that project for a year. It's on my Instagram, still there. I still got it there. I promoted that project for a year. So that actually told me 2 things. 1, I am being watched. And 2, they like my ideas. You know what I'm saying? So once that happened, I said, you know what? It's no more I Am Music. I know I am. I know I'm not. So now I'm gonna go a different route. It's villain season.
So damn. So I'm definitely excited for villain season. How do you move now that you know niggas is actually like watching your ideas? At least now you know, if anything, you have the validation. Okay, my ideas are good. But how do you move forward from here? You're not gonna speak too much on social media. You gotta keep things to yourself, or still just do the same shit, like whatever.
To be honest, I don't know. You see, me, I'm like a very spontaneous type of guy. You know what I mean? I'm a spur of the moment. Yeah. I go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? So I speak from my heart. Yeah. So everything I do, it comes from the heart. You know what I'm saying? It comes from a place of love, and it comes from authenticness. So if I was to speak on something, just know it was from a place of love, or it was from a place of emotion that I felt it needed to be spoke on. But I'll say I'll just keep moving the way I've been moving. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been working this far. You know what I'm saying? Like this I don't give a fuck attitude.
You're doing something right.
It's been really making a name for myself, brother. And I look to just keep going forward with it. I don't look to suppress it or you know, minimize it for anyone's liking. I look to just keep doing my thing. And whoever like what I do, they can just tap in.
They like it. They don't. Bruh, you know what's crazy? Because I feel like I watched your grind literally from the beginning.
You have.
But this is the first time I'm really like, that's why I was excited to interview. And honestly, I didn't even have to write a script for this. I already had so many questions I wanted to ask you. And I'm glad that we waited, because now more time has passed. I feel like you got so much added things to your story now. And I feel like now you sound a lot more sure of yourself now. Like, you're like, okay, now I kind of know my destiny. Not that you didn't know it already, but now you know what you got to do.
No, you see, before, I actually didn't know. You see, like, another thing that bothered me also, you know, I have my own brand. It's called Double M Money Music Enterprise. I'm also a part of another camp. It's called RBN, Rich Broke Nerds. Shout out Taz Stack. Shout out Del SD. I'm second in command over there. That Taz Stacks is actually my artist from Double M. So it's all kind of one camp, one umbrella. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Shout out Freaky Fang. Shout out Kenzo. Shout out Ears. I got to just shout out everybody if I'm doing this. Shout out Pretty Boy
Shout out Ears, bro. Shout out Ears,
big shout out to Ears. You get me? But for the most part, it's a lot that I learned musically, you know, within the last 6 years of me doing this. But I feel like I was moving kind of fast when I jumped into it, because again, you know what I mean, when I became an artist, I literally just woke up on Google and Googled the fucking studio near me and hit up the first one that I seen, you get me, and recorded with that guy for a year, and that shit went nowhere. You get me? That was actually my first project, the Game Time shit. Yeah. So I went, like I said early on in the interview, I went through the whole steps, the processes of finding my sound and finding my audience and knowing how to deliver to my people. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, for example, in 2019, I did a show with Airs. First show I did with Airs, actually. It was at the Parlor on 84th Street, and long story short, when I woke up that morning, I said to myself, I wonder if I scream, when I say Live Mont3ga, I need all y'all to say Down Mont3ga, what they do it. I swear to God. Like, this is before, at this point, I'm known for it now in my shows. Like, people tell me this is my favorite part about your performance. Like, I love the screaming with you. I love that, bro. It just
it gives you that energy.
You ain't even have to say it. It fills me up, right? Long story short, I did this shit at the show for the first time. bro, and that crowd went crazy, my brother. And that's when I knew, like, nah, I'm on to something.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I do things spontaneously off the flow. So I'm gonna keep going with that. You know what I mean? That's how you keep the creativity. As an artist, the biggest thing is to keep the creativity. You know what I'm saying? Stay original. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one can say they the Harlem Villain. No one could say that. No one can tell you they the Papa Loner. No one can say that. No one can tell you they Mont3ga, Mont3ga. No one can say that.
Yeah.
No one. No one could tell you that they one of the best rappers alive today and show you the Carfax behind it.
You got a whole track record behind your shit.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Because a lot of niggas come out of nowhere, and sometimes like you can't even, because industry plans, that's a real thing. Some niggas like industry, like sometimes they pick a nigga and they could like, it's really like a gatekeeping society in a way. Honestly, they could pick one nigga and blow him up because they have the power to push, they have the money like to really like the machine to push them. And sometimes you could look up, okay, let me see their music from like last year or 3 years ago. All you see is like 2 songs from the last like year.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I feel like with you have your whole shit is documented, bro. Your whole story from 2016 and now, like obviously like the fucking freestyles, like your first shows, all that shit, bro, is like on social media.
Right. You see the thing, like, again, bro, like I literally, like, I remember doing a performance. I'm gonna take this opportunity to tell things that most people won't know about me, right?
Yeah.
I remember doing this performance back in 2018.
Yeah.
I forgot the A&R name, excuse me, but he was working with Interscope at the time. And I performed 3 songs. This is when I was heavily making drill music. I'm also literally one of the first artists from Harlem that was doing drill music, by the way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people would tell you different.
Who was doing it from Harlem back then?
A lot of people would tell you different. But it wasn't no one. It was me.
Nah, it definitely wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
It definitely wasn't.
Nobody was it was a Brooklyn thing, a Chicago thing.
Yeah.
But I leave that for the discussions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's another reason why I like to say I'm goated. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen what niggas is doing now back then. But back to what I was saying, I performed 3 songs for this A&R, and he told me, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, your shit hard, but he said your shit hard, but you know, all your music sound the same. And I felt so hurt, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, like. I couldn't understand what the fuck he meant by that. Yeah. But I understood it as time went on. The beats was the same. You know what I'm saying? It was that drill shit. Yeah. And that was the reason why I started to switch my sound up.
I was about to say that too. Because when I was listening, like I said, I drove here from DC, listened to your whole discography, every song you ever dropped. At least that's on like the DSPs I listened to. Every project. At least like 4 or 5 hour drops. That was definitely enough time to like really
tap in. Yeah.
You know, something that I had repeat. But when you go from the beginning and shit, of course I heard like definitely sound more drill. And it's funny enough because I was literally thinking that like as I went on through the music from like 2018 to like 2019 to like 2021, I'm like to now, I'm like I can't consider him a drill artist. And I feel like that's a good thing for you because that makes your sound so dynamic. And you can like, cause not a lot of niggas can rap over different kinds of beats. Like, let's say like the Little Rockstar shit. Yeah. That's a more of a poppy song. You're rapping on it. You're walking on that shit too. Right. But I'm like, how is this nigga like?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I can't. like you can't fit you into a box.
Yeah, you can't. And see, that's what I love about me, right? And that's what I actually, that approach that you just said, that's what I want everyone to have when they hear my music. You know what I'm saying? Because like when people hear me, I don't want them to know what type of beat I'm on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some artists in the game today, you already know, you see their names, okay, I know what kind of beat it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I want motherfuckers to be surprised and not know whether you're gonna get Mont3ga. You know what I'm saying? Mont3ga is what was on Little Rockstar. What's on Ace and Spades. I got so many records with Auto-Tune, Mont3ga. You know what I'm saying? You got Villian-Tega. You know what I'm saying? And then you got lyrical Tega. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just so many versions of me that you don't never know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? And I love beats, I love music, I love instruments. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it might be a drill beat because I like the drum kit. You know what I'm saying? I don't really love drill music anymore because I feel like it's outdated, and I also feel like I was doing it first in Harlem, which I was. The
you
videos
did that already. That's like
to prove it. And I have nothing left to prove. Yeah. If I do a drill beat, it's just to have fun. You know what I'm saying? To show I can still do it in my way. Yeah. Now, like what I did with Vinnie Mac. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or like what I did with I can't even think of it right now, but I got so much shit, bro. No COVID. I just got so much shit, bro.
Yeah, I was listening to No COVID
I got so much shit, bro. But this Villain Season project, it's not gonna be no drill music on that. The Villain Season project is gonna start off with. I'm gonna actually give a spoiler alert. It's gonna actually start off right with this cool ass intro, with villains, bunch of villains. Like like villains from movies, villains from actual
Like
cartoons,
superheroes and all
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit.
You're gonna hear it, and it's a fucking concept behind it. Like it's a deep concept behind it. You're gonna feel it. It's gonna make motherfuckers be like, nah, this nigga is in his fucking
he
bag.
ill.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I fucking swear to God. Like off of that first interlude, you're gonna be like, nah, I feel this nigga. And then the second song, that's the follow up behind the interlude. Oh Lord.
Oh, when can we?
But
expect-
baddies will be on villain season though. I could definitely say that.
Definitely a single. That definitely should
I could
be
definitely
on
say
there.
that. I could definitely say
That's
that.
a great song too. Great fucking track.
I appreciate that. You
So-
see, the thing with Let me just talk about
Yeah,
Baddies real quick. See, the
yeah.
thing with Baddies, right? Baddies was the first time I did Jersey Club, actually, right? I was in a lot of events lately, and a lot of people was telling me, yo, you'll probably sound good at some Jersey clubs. And Jersey Club wasn't really moving me at the time, you know what I mean? So, you know, a producer sent me a dark Jersey Club type of beat. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
said, you need some dark shit. Honestly, no fucking cap. And I heard it, and I said, nah, this shit is hard. This shit is fucking hard, bro. I don't like Jersey Club beats, but that shit I fell in love with. I was just listening to 2 records. I was listening to the Baby Shake song, and I was listening to Lil Uzi Vert, I Just Wanna Rock. I came up with Baddies.
I was just having a conversation with somebody who was also on the pod. I was talking about like, you know, like the sounds and the beats that's like very popular today, which is like Jersey,
Right.
those Jersey club beats, right? But the thing is, a lot of niggas can't do those beats. So that really goes back to your versatility. The fact that you did like that Jersey beat, and you really like bodied that.
I like to show, like, bro, like, when I don't like to tell people I'm not an artist. I'm not an artist anymore. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, before, it's funny. I used to tell people I'm not a rapper. Like,
Yeah.
3 years ago, I tell people I'm not a rapper. I'm an artist.
Yeah.
Now, I don't say I'm an artist. I'm not a fucking artist.
Uh-huh.
I am a universal recording artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how true it is. What's up, little man?
Hey.
Yeah. I am a universal recording artist. You know what I'm saying? I am a person that have multiple flows. There's no putting me in a box. There's no putting me in a category.
Yeah.
The sky's the limit when it comes to me. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. And the reason why I have that mentality is because Lil Wayne dropped one of the best mixtapes ever. And honestly, it's one of the mixtapes that inspired Mont3ga to be an artist, and that's No Ceilings. You know what I'm saying? Also, Sorry
tape.
for the Wait.
Classic tape.
You know what I'm saying?
Both
Also, all the
motherfuckers.
dedications.
Classic tapes.
You know what I'm saying? I got a shout out 50 Cent. Give it a Dot Challenge. You know, it's definitely in there too. Like, it's just so much shit that I just love music, bro. You don't get. I could sit here and talk music with you for hours. You know what I'm saying? I could sit here and talk growth with you for hours.
Yeah.
I kid you not. I shit you not.
It's funny too that Wayne is your GOAT.
It's so real. Who you see right there?
You can put it in the camera.
Who you see? Who y'all see right there? Zoom in on that. Let me make this disappear. Zoom in on that. What's my cover? Lil Wayne, y'all.
Yeah.
That's how real it is. That's really my idol, y'all. This ain't no rap cap over here. Real nigga shit.
Yeah, yo, that's fucking crazy. Thing is though, you could tell you're a Wayne fan just because even Wayne, that nigga is like, we know he's like the GOAT, but he's so fucking versatile, bro. He could hop on any song. It's funny too because your influences. Obviously, you said Keith, French, Wayne, 50,
The Baby.
like the baby. Like it's like
Kodak. I fuck with
you
Kodak
can
heavy.
hear like all of like it's certain songs when I hear you rap, I'm like, oh, I could hear like he's like kind of channeling like
Yeah.
his inner like Tunchi.
Yeah.
He's channeling like
Yeah.
his inner like
And it's Sosa, yeah.
Sosa,
my inner
like
French,
yeah.
yeah.
And I felt like wait, oh my bad. One more thing I want to say. I was like, but funny that you bring up the whole drill thing. Even back when you first started with like all my pull up and like the other joints.
All my shit,
all my
mental.
shit. You was definitely channeling like your inner like Keith and those shits. And you transitioned from that though, but you could tap in whenever. But those are great influences that have too.
Absolutely. Yo, bro, you know what's so crazy with that? Because I love that you can hear that in my music. Because if someone that's willing to interview me on behalf of my music can hear that in my music, then that means others can hear that in my music as well. And that's what I want to be shown because, Chief, these are all. Look at the guys that we're mentioning, right? They all have impacts in their own right. Chief Keef is a GOAT in his own right.
Mhm.
Lil Wayne, goated. You know what I'm saying? Very much in his own right. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent, goated in his own right. French Montana, goated in his own right. I mean, the guy had a big record with Sway Lee, that
Yeah.
Unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? We can't leave him out. You know what I'm saying? He found the way and made it
did.
happen. He comes
Yeah.
out with he's a fucking hit maker.
That's an
He's a hit
international
maker.
hit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the guys that I'm inspired by are hit makers. Is longevity behind them. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I pay attention, I study them, especially Lil Wayne, especially Chief Keef actually.
Yeah.
Although Lil Wayne, French, and 50 like are my favorites as well, it was really Chief Keef that made me want to write, made me want to be an artist. It was really Sosa.
Nick-
His impact, his rise, and the way he didn't give a fuck, that it was so motivational, bro. You know what I mean?
Niggas don't give Keith that respect either. Honestly, I was one of those niggas as well. Like, cause I was never really into drill. Honestly, I didn't get it on the drill till it became really mainstream. When Brooklyn drill got really popping.
So around time Pop Smoke got lit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm one of them niggas. Like, I respected it though.
You know, Chef G. It was Chef G was doing his shit.
I knew Chef G, not just cause like my man's Fazo. Shout out to
22
bro.
G's.
Yeah,
another
he was tapped into like Brooklyn drill back in 20.
G's Gasoline was another one.
Yeah.
For me, it was a few of them.
Kane.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, that's another one. I think his name in a minute. That was another one.
Yeah, it's like a lot.
Bambino was another one.
Yeah.
For me, Curly Sav. Curly Sav has some shit. I still actually fuck with Curly Sav music though to this day. I'm not gonna lie to you. He still be having some flop. I don't know why. Like I don't know, bro. Like, I guess the drill, it got watered down to a certain extent, but
it's oversaturated now.
Yeah, some of them guys is really talented in that lane, but that's the reason why I stepped out of it early because
trapped in that.
Pop Smoke, he popularized it to a whole different level.
Mm-hmm.
But and if I believe if I would have stuck with that, I would have actually popularized it to a whole different level. I truly believe. But everything happens at his own time and with his own divine. And I like to be different, like you say. I like to be similar to Lil Wayne. So if I get that comparison, I'd rather take that Lil Wayne comparison over a drill comparison any fucking day of the week.
Wayne is just like he's the epitome of
music.
Of music in general.
You could give him one of the fucking you know how you got the what's that shit with the four what's that the Mont Rushmores? Lil Wayne is definitely on that shit.
Easily.
What? You know what I'm saying?
Easily. I always go back and forth. I'm a Hove fiend, right? So to me personally, Hove is like Jay-Z is my goat. But after like much conversation with a lot of different niggas, and I really started to think about it, I'm like, to me, like at this point right now, Wayne and Jay are like interchangeable for me. That's why when niggas say Wayne is the GOAT, I literally can't argue with them. I literally cannot argue with them. He was like, funny enough, because even when we was in high school, like, you gotta understand, like, for one, he put on like a Nicki and a Drake. He put them on, like to find like those two superstars.
He didn't just put them on. He put them on in his prime.
Which is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, artists normally, at the time, was known for putting other artists on when they was done.
Yeah.
He put them on in his prime when he still was hot.
Which
you know
is
what I'm saying?
selfless.
Come on, bro.
Which is very selfless because a lot of the time, like, again, when you were in your prime, you don't want to focus on other people, but he shared his shine. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Fresh off the Carter 3, which is, like, one of the best albums of all time.
Right.
In music in general,
like
Carter 3.
Period, yes.
Right, fresh off the heels of that.
Yes.
The nigga signs Drake and Nicki and puts them in position, which is insane. So when I think about that, I'm like, nah, yeah, Wayne is just, he was different, bro.
So tell me how you think I felt when I seen Lil Wayne actually had the I Am Music as a album cover.
I would think that you
title.
felt two ways,
I think
right?
I felt about that.
One, I would say the good ways and like, yo, like, obviously I'm doing something, right? If we both have maybe that meme, like, and like, let's say on the off chance he never seen it, right? Like, Manny Fresh never watched his stories. On the off chance, like, it just was a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences, but like, you know what I mean? I would think that you would take that as like, okay, I'm doing something right, as in like, okay, like we have like the same mindset.
Like, the universe is working mysterious ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope.
Or I would take it as in like, almost a sense of like,
you know why I didn't take it that way the third time? Because two reasons. One, the third time's the charm.
Yeah.
And then two, it actually happened. The first time I noticed this was in 2020.
Uh-huh.
That's the first time I noticed this. In 2020, I dropped a project called Popular Loner, which is actually my most streamed mixtape to this day.
Yeah.
I got about 40,000 streams with that. That's actually my most streamed mixtape to this day. Like, a lot of people love that project. It got AI on there, Vinnie Mac, Ace of Spades, so many hit records on that shit.
Yeah.
Long story short, Tory Lanez, shout out Tory Lanez, free Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
When I came up with that project, about 2 months later, he dropped the EP called Loner. This is around the time a lot of people was tagging me under his posts. This is still pandemic. This is around the time, a lot of people, I felt like he seen my Instagram. A lot of artists were starting to reach out to me around that time. Cool. I couldn't really explain it. Fast forward, 2021, French Montana drops an album called Mont3ga. Now, I'm Mont3ga. That's my artist name, Mont3ga. Within that same week,
when I saw that, I thought that was nuts.
Within that same week, French Montana was in my stories on Instagram. It's actually on my Instagram there, but the proof is still there. Like, I'm one of those artists that I don't cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out French, that's my idol. It's one of my idols. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, so imagine how I felt about that. I was like, oh shit, like, what the fuck? I had that moment that you saying right there, like, nah, the universe is fucking crazy.
That's insane.
You feel what I'm saying?
And the fun, I literally, like, I can't speak for everybody else, but I can literally vouch for this shit because I watched this shit in real time. Like, nah, I remember when you was calling yourself Mont3ga for a minute. That came out. I'm gonna drop Iron Music. He drops
like,
your favorite rapper does that.
Come on, you can see what's going on.
I saw,
bro.
like, to be honest, bro, like,
You see what's going on, bro.
I'm quick to tell a nigga like, oh nah, you bugging out. I'm like,
Yo,
nah, like that was
on one of the songs that's gonna be on Villian season. It's no shot at Lil Wayne. I love Lil Wayne. That's my fucking idol. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but one of my verses, I said, favorite rapper stole my idea. Who really music? You know what I'm saying?
Favorite rapper stole my idea. What?
Favorite rapper stole my idea. Who really music? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just don't let that go over your head. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that one more time. Favorite rapper stole my idea. Who really music?
That's what so when I brought up like, okay, how you felt about that. My second thing I was gonna say, did you take that as in like cause you know rap is a sport, competition. Did you see that like sometimes idols can become rivals? Did you see that?
I took that as in I see you, nigga. Simple as that. I mean, think about it. Them niggas is on a bigger status than me. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Brody? Yes, sir. Them niggas on a whole different status, right? They on a whole different, like, a different tier.
Yeah.
You get me? Like a tier that I haven't reached yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I say yeah, because I'm coming. I am on the fucking way. The people are waiting on me. You see, it's to the point where it's not just where it's like, damn, the motherfuckers is doubting me. No, it's not that. It's the motherfuckers are waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm coming. So they at that top tier, but I'm on the way and they know it. So I look at it like that.
Yeah.
They know I'm on the way. That was like my little recognition. Like, I see you, little bruh. I mean, fucking put 2 and 2 together. Niggas is not retarded. Manny fresh in my stories for a few months. I'm posting Iron Music in my stories and no stand and third. Come on. It's not like I didn't say it's not like I didn't pay homage. I said where I got the idea from. I said I got the idea from Lil Wayne. He did a Iron Music tour in 2008, and Lil Wayne also has a tattoo that says Iron Music
like on his face.
On his face. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. That's my favorite rapper. That's my idol. Yeah. So I got the idea from him.
Flowers,
and I made sure he didn't have no project titled that. That's why I did it. So Manny fresh in my stories. Months later he drops that. Y'all put 3 and 3 together now.
That was crazy.
Cause I'm MONT3GA.
So we
go the Harlem Villian, aka the Papa Lone, aka one of the best motherfucking rappers alive today.
We gonna wrap it up here.
Bitch.
So one more thing, Mont3ga. When can we expect Villian season? Do you have a set date or when you want to?
It's a surprise.
All right.
It's no set date, but just know Baddies is on Villian season. Baddies is out now. Baddies was definitely played on Hot 97, definitely being played on Power 105. It was released July 28th. It was on both radio stations in the town within the same week. Baddies will be on Villian season. Villian season will have about, I ain't gonna even say that much, but
how
just
much
know
percent
Villian
of it
season
is
gonna be hard.
How much percent of it is done at least? Like,
I say 33% loading.
Fuck, we're gonna be waiting a minute. Shit.
Nah, y'all gonna be, y'all not, if y'all know me, y'all know I'm a number guy. 33% loading, 333.
I bet. Then there you have it. We got my nigga Mont3ga.
That means it's ready.
Bro.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Dope. I really like. We gotta make a part 2.
Hey, part 2, and I'm gonna have the guys in it. Like I say, shout out Double M, shout out Ears Entertainment, shout out RBN. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everything I represent. Shout out your motherfucking selves. Like I say, I go by Mont3ga, MONT3GA. Live Mont3ga, die Mont3ga. You stupid.
And that's it. Yo, Off the Block Podcast. It's your boy Eli. Peace out.